Hello, my courageous, captivating Capricorns. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided healing tarot for the month of April. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And this is what came up in the cleansing ceremony, Capricorn. Honestly, it was so much. It was like there was just like a to-do list of things to talk about, and I feel like you're really taking charge. Okay, so Cap, we had the new moon come out with promise. We do have the new moon in Aries coming up, you know, quite just around the corner, right? We just had that full moon in Libra, but for me, this card indicates that some sort of promise had been made about new love. So it does look like there is some sort of promise of new love here. We have fire passion showing that there is a lot of, desire and, firepower behind this promise. With the winter solstice reflection, it was telling me that, over the winter you have been reflecting a lot, and you might still kind of be in that, stage of reflection, just kind of getting out of the reflection stage. And with the spring equinox, which we just had, right, that signaled the beginning of Aries season. Happy New Year's, by the way. With the spring equinox, Capricorn, is rebirth. So it looks like something is ready to rebirth, which is, Aries season indicates the time where that rebirth is, right? But this is very scorpionic type energy. Of, like the death and then the rebirth. So it does look like over the winter solstice reflection phase, you were reflecting over the ending of something and now preparing for this new beginning. We had the Knave of Swords coming out in reverse. So this is like getting really fed up with the communication in some sort of way. Like it's very much on the divine feminine and divine masculine side that is just a little bit underdeveloped. It's kind of like, oh yeah, let me, put a kite out and hope that I, reach the person that I'm trying to reach. You know what I mean? It's just kind of sending signals out to the universe, but not communicating directly. Do they get the signals? Yes. She's summoning a fairy and the fairy is there. But there is something to be said about why don't you just, send something that's not through the ethers or the universe type energy. And so it does look like there is a little bit of discontent with the way that things have been communicated with that. We had the Knight of Swords come out behind it with the Seven of Swords and the Hermit. So it was telling me, there's been a lot of rough drafts in this situation is what I'm getting. It's like somebody's constantly typing something out or writing something out, trying to get the words right. And it's just like constant rough draft after rough draft after rough draft. And it's like, not being able to find the words to say. And Capricorn, in your twin flame reading, we also got that type of energy of like, someone just not really sure what to say, how to say it sort of thing. And with the Seven of Swords, this is telling me like, this has to do with soul contracts. It's like, you've been creating rough drafts with this person, basically, of just not really making something clear, right? There's been no clear contract signed between you two when it comes to what the soul contract is. And honestly, like, it feels like there's just so many of them that have been filed away. So this may be someone who you are constantly, jumping timelines with or something of that nature, right? Like very malleable soul connection, but for some reason it just keeps piling on paper after paper sort of thing. And we had the Hermit here. So it looks like this has been your shadow work for a while of when you were in hermit mode. It very much feels like, this winter solstice reflection energy of, like, I was going to say holding back, but I guess like, reflecting on stuff and doing shadow work about, communication, because we had 3 swords coming out here. So it's all about, mental state and communicating with someone else. With the 7 here, it does indicate that it can be with someone like in a one-on-one partnership. We had Masquerade come out. So, there is some sort of kind of false mask sort of thing, using skim attack. And what I was getting, because this is the heart chakra, it's like, I heard like, oh my God, it gave me a heart attack or something like that. But instead it just kind of skimmed it. Like, I do feel like the heart is very entrenched in this, and it's not like it's giving you a literal heart attack, but it does feel like a lot of stress and anxiety focused on the heart chakra area. So be very wary of that. And then Spirit said, Clay Doll says rewind. So it's like, okay, Spirit's like, yeah, all this, but let's rewind. Okay. And then we had 2 trainers coming out. So trainer always indicates the other person. We had field blower in reverse and choice band. It's like, enough of this air stuff. Somebody has a choice to make, and it's not you, Capricorn. So that's what came out in the cleansing ceremony, my loves. This month, like I said, happy Aries season, happy new year. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it does indicate the new astrological year. I'm sure you are feeling that. But we are going to check at what new beginning is on its way to you. Then we are going to see what is the blockage, what is, you know, stopping you from grasping this new opportunity. And then we are going to see how you can overcome the blockage, and then also the advice on how to... That's weird. Okay, some cards wanted to come. Okay. Sorry, Capricorn, I don't know. But we saw the ancestor card. So yeah, there could be some ancestral lineage issues going on. But yeah, then we'll see how to overcome that blockage, and then some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. Those will be in the extended. So let's see, Cappies. What new beginning is coming your way? Dreamtime creation in reverse. I need to drink some water. Make sure you're getting enough water, Capricorn. All right, dreamtime creation. It's giving me this energy of like, okay, what I want is no longer a dream. Like, it's no longer 5D. I'm going to anchor it into physical reality. It's kind of like, all right, enough thinking about it. Whew, yeah. Lightning power and volcano volatility in reverse. It's like you are understanding your power without like exploding, you know? And it may be that like, in order, like when you want to do something, it's like this pressure sort of builds up, and then the pressure, again, this kind of like anxiety is what pushes you in order to create and do something. But now it's like, okay, you know, I'm understanding the way that I'm creating something, and like, I no longer want it to be in my mind. I want it to be in my physical reality. Okay. And it's by utilizing this power through, you know, control over your nervous system is what I always get, rather than just reacting, or exploding. You could really have a control on, you know, maybe how you deal with triggers or anger specifically, like what is triggering you. It really feels like you just owning your power and not releasing so much energy that you get burnt out. You know what I mean? Like, or that you go dormant for so long, right? Volcanoes are like dormant, and then they, you know, explode for a certain amount of time and have, you know, it's like, you know, you can even remain active, but there's really nothing going on, but there's so much underneath the core, right? Like even in the mind, and then exploding. It feels like you've overcome that. And now it's just like deliberate, stimulation of your own nervous system, like really controlling your brain as a reality creating meat machine sort of thing. Interesting, Capricorn. All right, let's see. What's this new beginning? Okay. Capricorn, really? Yeah, I mean, I knew it coming in. I'll do it for you, Cap. Like, I knew that this was going to be quite the discussion. So I'll make it as quick as possible. We have the King of Swords coming out in reverse. So it does look like there is some sort of contract that is not signed. Like, so there's some sort of solace to be had here is what I'm getting, because like, it's not, nothing's set in stone. Nothing's set in stone about this contract is what I'm getting. We have the Knave of Chalices, Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, I feel like this could be work related. It's like not something that you have to like, all right, you know, sign or like agree to something that's so structured is what I'm getting. Like it's really owning your power, but not through something that is like concretely written out, right? The King of Swords, yeah, can indicate like contracts, like I said, or soul contracts, but at work, it's more like, you know, having some sort of like SOP to follow, you know, standard operating procedure, or like, you know, not having to go by the rule books is what I'm getting. Because that sort of energy could have made you angry about things, just the way that things were being done. So I really feel like this new opportunity just like really doesn't have a lot of masculine restrictions when it comes to how you are going to surround yourself around this problem. As well as, like no restrictions on how you solve it, really, is what I'm getting. We have the Knave of Chalices here, so I feel like this could be a water sign that you might be dealing with, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is like my, you know, Knave of Chalices is when the masculine and feminine is a little bit underdeveloped here when it comes to the emotionality of the situation. We have very high intellectual energy here, but emotionally still kind of caught in some sort of fantasy. Definitely a lot of ego issues here. This is like my card for narcissism, and it's funny because this one came out earlier as well. So there could be some sort of narcissist in the mix that you need to be careful of. Some sort of delusion type thing. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So it does look like something, this isn't going to be something that's very slow, is what I'm getting. You don't have to do it by yourself either. Like, you know, Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving one that goes forward. This is something about like, you know, starting a complete new project while you have sort of other multiple growing things in the background. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like you have to plant any new seeds for this, okay? With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's telling me that this is not something that you need to finish within yourself. And again, with the Two of Pentacles, it emphasizes someone else is going to physically be there as part of this new opportunity. But again, be careful because the person has some underdeveloped emotional energy. But it's still an opportunity coming towards you. Let's see. What's the light energy? It literally gives you power is what I heard. We have Mankey using punch. So this is fighting energy. So yeah, you're going to have to fight for this a little bit. And I do feel like it's because of this, you know, like, I'm going to say narcissistic energy here. You are going to have to fight stuff. Definitely don't be punching people, but I feel like that's kind of how it is like, you have to fight back in some sort of way, honestly, is what I'm feeling. Let's see. It says, it is extremely ill-tempered. Groups of them will attack any handy target for no reason. Yeah, and look how it has the, you know, volcano in the background. I feel like this is what you finally have, like you're learning how to control your power through this and not be volatile or explode in anger. Because it does talk about, you know, being ill-tempered. I do feel like someone that's part of this is a bit ill-tempered. And that attack any target for no reason. So, you know, I feel like it's possible that either, you know, you're getting attacked by this person, or maybe you get so stressed that you just start, you know, attacking others, right? It depends on whether you're projecting or reflecting. So yeah, that seems to be, you know, the opportunity that's coming around in order to heal that. How you fight, how you use your power instead of fighting against something, kind of working with it. Let's see, what's the shadow here? Duo using double hit. That's funny. I was kind of feeling that energy. Like, it feels like this is part of two different situations as well. And like I said at the beginning, it did feel like you kind of had a to-do list of things that you wanted to talk about. But yeah, so, yeah, I feel like there's two separate things going on in here, and it does seem to be two, areas of communication. It says a two-headed Pokemon that was discovered as a sudden mutation. It runs at a pace of over 60 miles an hour. Yeah, so, you know, when it comes to this mutation, I I mean, this is one of my like twin cards, and only because you were number 2, I will mention, right, there could be some, you know, we saw with your ancestors there, right, which had super cool DNA in the background. There could be some sort of shifts when it comes to how that is being expressed, like some sort of mutation that you and someone share, okay? It says it runs at a pace of over 60 miles per hour. So again, it's like, you know, that's a pretty steady pace. I mean, for a bird, that's very fast, right? But like going 60 miles an hour, that's modest, right? Like, you know, if you're going 60, you're probably on the highway and you're not speeding and stuff. And I feel like that's kind of how it is of like using your power. You have this opportunity to really do something awesome with your power and learn to not have it under complete contract by someone else dictating how you do it, and also not do it alone and not have to fight with people, and you can go at a decent pace. So that sounds like a really amazing opportunity, Capricorn. Let's see what's the blockage. This is like chill and strong. It's good energy. All right. All right, let's see. What's the blockage? Woo, coming out stuck. So we have dance, celebration. So going right to duo. So yeah, there might be something that is mutating, and it might be all your partying. So I don't know what you do to celebrate, if you are, you know, drinking or doing whatever. It does feel like that's kind of what this is, like double hit. Let's see, because usually celebration wouldn't be a blockage, right? But it seems like the way you're celebrating your past successes could be hindering. Let's see. The wheel. Yeah, you're stuck in some sort of karmic cycle. It does feel like, you know, your concept of youth and time and like, oh, I only have so much time to like party or whatever. It feels like that's the kind of mindset that you're stuck in, which, I mean, to an extent, but if you're not stuck in the celebrate mode, then, I mean, if you get out of this, then you can celebrate for longer years, right? You live longer. So it's kind of like a now or later situation. Oof, with the 4 of Wands. Okay, so it has to do with a block cycle that you have with your twin flame. As you know, the 4 of Wands is my twin flame union card. So yeah, it does seem like there is something having to do with a twin flame union. It does look like, you know, you could be connecting with others, because in this deck, the twin flame card indicates like, you know, twins coming together to stabilize the grid and do, you know, their soul mission, their soul work, not necessarily the romance, love aspect of the twin flame journey, but it does look like there's some sort of energy that's stuck. Let's see, what's the light? Coming out stuck, yeah. Dreepy using quick attack. So I feel like this is, I was getting kind of like creepy vibes, I guess. It's like psychically, it's like this energy just like quickly attacks you in your mind. And that's what's keeping you stuck. It says, after being reborn as a ghost Pokemon, yeah, here's the rebirth. After being reborn as a ghost Pokemon, Dreepy wanders the areas it used to inhabit back when it was alive in prehistoric seas. Yeah, so this is definitely like energy that is from last year, Capricorn, like in Pisces season, right? The undead seas, right? It's born again as a ghost Pokemon, and I feel like that's how it was over winter, where something died, right? And now you're like, the energy, the Piscean energy is still just lingering in those Piscean waters, you know, and stuck in what that was, instead of being able to get out of it. And that's where this quick attack is, where it's like, you know, it's like trying to live in the past. Trying to live in the past. What's the shadow? Trainer using Pal Pad. So again, we have this aspect of the other person. The other person could just be a pen pal or something, like someone that you might just talk to or write to or something. We did have that, you know, aspect of rough draft. So, yeah, we could see again, it looks like it's twofold. One, you're being asked to work on a project like with your twin, right? Spiritually, it feels like. And then at work, you're learning how to deal with someone like the same way. It's just superimposed, right? That's how the twin journey is. All right. Well, Capricorn, that was mighty interesting. You know, I'm feeling to get a moon. Let's see what moon's going to take us into the extended. Like I said, in the extended, we're going to check and see what you can do to overcome this blockage, which seems to be a pretty big karmic block with your twin. And then we will see what the advice is to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. But let's see what wants to take us into the extended. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini in reverse. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it looks like you're not really able to communicate properly with your twin, right? Gemini is the twins, the twin flame. So it looks like there could be something coming up with the new moon in Gemini, which is coming up in Gemini season in 3 seasons, right? That is the season of the twin flames. And it's also eclipse season this year. So big shifts coming up. But honestly, it looks like you're just not able to communicate with your twin. And that is also a reflection of this like business opportunity and how you're going to have to learn to work with someone who has these like, who's full of themselves. Is what it feels like. So yeah, and then coming out stuck is take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Yeah. Take a couple deep breaths. I feel like that's a message for those of you who want to come into the extended, because I do feel like it's about to get deeper. All right. So Capricorn, if you'd like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below. If we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.